The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Purdy. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll get this out right here to McCaffrey. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. Well, he finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL. A complete back. 3 down, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Ready? Hey, orbit.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. This pass outright to Arcega-Whiteside. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Swinging this out for Pollard. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Over the middle, complete. It's Clayton. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Troy Anderson applying the pressure and picking up the sack. Defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, box up. Hey,
Lawrence. He's going to try and go deep again.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And the Falcons force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers at that situation, they really become magnified. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
20, 10, touchdown Falcons. Kyle Pitts halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50 as his guys are able to extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
13-0 is the score after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. It's Lawrence. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown with career touchdown number 60. And the Eagles are back within a score. Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 13-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And as these guys interplay in Week 17, we know one thing. They are playoff bound, but they want to win that division title. They told us that is a goal that's been posted in their locker room since day one. They've got the chance to control their own destiny. And there's nothing more powerful than saying that you won the division, because I know from building a team, when I talk with all the GMs and the player personnel directors, they always talk about to get to the playoffs in the NFL, you have to have a team that's constructed to win your division. Beat those teams first. That's your number one path to getting there, and they can get that done in this game. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Throwing here, Purdy. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 43. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. They go play action here. Purdy. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Purdy. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Purdy. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He's got the first down. He's got a big game going right now. Already over 100 yards receiving in this first half alone. Purdy now to throw. Right back to Pitts again. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Purdy looking to throw. This to Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, Atlanta. Kyle Pitts with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead now stands at 13. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Let's go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. The Eagles had 10-5 to start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 42.
Ready? Hey, check.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
The 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will shrink to 6. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, it's Purdy. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
On 4th down, on is Corey. And now the up man has throws it. It's a fake. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense. And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. A.J. Brown, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles are an extra point away from moving out in front in the final minute of the half. Elliott good with a PAT, and that will give them the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Purdy's throw complete here to Ayuk. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. And he was able to run free after the catch.
And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's Nakobe Dean with a pick. And the Eagles are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Glenn, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. He's going deep for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender.
And it's a fake here on 4th and inches. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. Anxious moments there on the fake, but they do get just enough to pick up the first down. Here's Lawrence. He's going deep for Brown. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons will take over possession here up at the 44. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their minds. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Purdy will set up to throw it here. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Well, it was 2nd long, now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. It's going, and if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taken in at the 3. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And the Falcons are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet and make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Purdy's throw there complete to Myers, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And the Eagles with a dime look, 6 DBs on 3rd down. Back to throw, Purdy. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. One side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
X3, 218, stop it.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And this is going to fall to the ground, incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
6-6, going high.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped. But what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This pass outright to Arcega-Whiteside. And they'll work this down inside the 30. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. From the right hash, it's a 46-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Throwing here, Purdy. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 40. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And out of bounds right around the 20. 76 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. McCaffrey running up the middle. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL, and all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodon.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tyler Algier, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible.